Sustainable Development in Oxford, Green Initiatives and Planning. Let's talk Oxford. The dreaming spires aren't just dreaming anymore. They're greening, fast, and not in that, look at us, we planted a hedge way. I mean actual, structural, boots-on-the-ground green change. It's about time, right? Now, if you've been in the property scene here even half as long as I have, 15 years and counting, you've seen the shift. Back in the 2010s, it was all about Victorian terraces with dodgy boilers and EPCs you didn't dare show the buyer. Fast forward to now, if a property's not at least a B on the EPC, people start backing away like you've offered them a haunted house. So what's fueling this green fire? Several things. One word: policy. Oxford City Council has been quietly, okay, sometimes loudly, pushing sustainability up the priority list. Low-traffic neighborhoods, LTNs, love them or hate them. I've had clients do both in the same conversation. They're part of a bigger vision. But hang on, before we get deep into zoning wars and parking drama, let's zoom out. Oxford's bigger green plan, the Local Plan 2040. It's not just about banning cars and adding cycle lanes. We're talking renewable energy targets, strict environmental performance for new builds, and a clear message. If you want to build here, you build green. And that's where we come in. Agents, developers, investors. This shift isn't optional anymore. I recently had a developer try to pitch a student block with minimal insulation and electric heaters. I told him, mate, unless your plan includes solar panels and heat recovery, forget it. You'll be toast at planning stage. Harsh? Maybe. Realistic? Absolutely. Speaking of real life, let me tell you about a semi-detached in Headington I sold last month. Nothing fancy at first glance. 1950s brick, standard layout. But the owner? An eco-warrior with a spreadsheet. Triple glazing, air source heat pump, roof garden with wildflowers, and actual bees. Yes, bees. We listed it, had 6 offers in 3 days, and sold above asking. Why? Because buyers are finally waking up. Sustainability sells. Even BTL investors are changing their tune. A landlord client of mine, big portfolio guy, old school, rang me in March and said, "What's this I'm hearing about EPC ratings being mandatory by 2028? I said, "You're hearing right, and if you don't upgrade now, you'll be throwing money into a black hole come renewal." He's now retrofitting 12 units with insulation and solar. A total turnaround. Oxford University isn't just watching from the sidelines either. They're in deep. Collaborations with tech companies, sustainable construction on campus. Check out the new building at St. Cross Road. Solar, natural ventilation, timber frame, the works. The knock-on effect? Local builders and trades are leveling up their green skills. Win-win. Let's not forget social housing. Believe it or not, some of the most forward-thinking sustainable developments here are council-led. Barton Park? Net zero-ready homes, green corridors, rainwater harvesting. I took a couple there last year. They were stunned. Council housing looks like this now? Yep, it does. Or at least, it should. One more thing, because this bit's close to home. Planning permissions are tightening. I've had 2 applications in East Oxford turned down because the developers couldn't demonstrate sufficient biodiversity net gain. That's a fancy way of saying you can't just flatten a garden and stick a block there anymore. You've got to give something back. Plants, trees, bird boxes, hedgehog highways, real stuff. And buyers are noticing. I had someone ask during a viewing, "Do you know if the developer used sustainable timber?" Not joking. That's the level of awareness we're at now. So what's the takeaway? If you're working in property in Oxford, whether you're an agent, investor, or just someone eyeing their next home, green isn't a gimmick anymore. It's the groundwork. The sooner we all build that into our thinking and our planning apps, the better. Because honestly, the future's not just electric. It's eco-smart, it's heat-pumped, and it's blooming, literally and figuratively. Want to dig deeper into specific green building techniques or Oxford planning quirks? Just say the word, eco-friendly retrofits, planning permission tips, or green investment trends.